Hey fellow golfers, very excited to begin this in-depth journey on the mental side of the golf game. Follow closely, lots more is going to come and be revealed, so do subscribe because you are going to get a complete toolkit by the end of this whole process. I hope that you have seen and enjoyed the previous clip on why golf psychology, so I won't go into that now. I will be referring to some useful sayings and quotations and advice from top teachers and golfers, varying from Annika Sorenstam and Jack Nicklaus to Dr. Bob Rotella and Butch Harmon, on the importance of the mental plan, mental process and mental techniques. In this clip I will touch on the critical elements of those dimensions and go into much more depth in subsequent clips on one or more of each of those elements. So this will give you a good overview of the mental process and the mental techniques involved, and that are necessary for you to build as tools to ensure that you can have sustained good performance and great enjoyment of the game. As Bobby Jones said, golf is played mainly on a 5.5 inch course, the space between your ears. At the outset, let me highlight 3 things. The need to have an effective practice system and process. The next clip I will do will go into that subject matter in more depth. Stuart Sink often said, once you know your yardage and you know your swing, pick that right club, don't think about it, and just swing. The ball will know where to go. Secondly, develop a solid and good course strategy, course management plan. And in a subsequent clip, I will also go into that in more depth. Thirdly, to sleep and eat well and to improve your physical conditioning. Annika Sorenstam said that before a tournament she spent a lot of time ensuring that she did the right things. Sleeping well, eating right, being fit and drinking properly. Throughout various clips I will touch on these aspects, but I will also do a specific clip on fitness for golf and on nutrition. You may have seen a clip or 2 that I've done on nutrition for golf, and I'll put another link to that above. I want to identify 6 critical mental requirements, and then I will identify 6 or 7 specific techniques for you to be aware of. Again, I will cover a lot of these aspects in subsequent clips so you can see the richness of what's going to be coming. First, set high goals and expectations, but realistic ones. Without setting your stretch goals and expectations of yourself relative to your skill level, you're not going to be able to get the best performance out of your game. It can't be so high that you can't attain them. Each time, keep stretching your goals and expectations and push yourself on. Second, have a winner's attitude. Jack Nicklaus said that at least 50% of his success was really seeing it in his own mind, that your results come about because of your level of both inspiration and aspiration. So don't go in there thinking, well, I just want to do okay in the round or in the competition. I want to win. That's why I'm here. I want to have the best round. That's why I'm here. I want to have a really good game. That's why I'm here. And that links back to your expectations and goals. But that attitude is critical. Third, have a present-centered focus. Lee Westwood has said that one of the big differences between the top performing players and others is that when they're under the pressure or under the gun, they see and feel fewer distractions than others. So staying in the zone throughout the game, through all your shots, right to the last final putt. So stay in the present. Don't think about the future, the next shot. Don't think about the previous shot, even if it was a bad one. Get over that state, present-centered, and that's critical. So that staying in the zone is critical to getting the best performance you can give on the day, given the external conditions of weather and course conditions. Fourth, stick to your plan. Zach Johnson has talked about how his results and performance improved significantly by focusing much more on the mental process and his shot routine rather than thinking about results or focusing on the outcome. Don't suddenly see another golfer who's doing something different and adjust your plan. Don't adjust your plan relative to other people. Stick to your own plan that you've worked out, that you've practiced beforehand, that you've organized beforehand. Stick to you and your swing. Critically, have a good worked out shot routine, pre-shot, during shot, after shot routine, and make sure that you've practiced it enough that it is repeatable in a very natural way. Davis Love Jr. said a routine is not a routine if you have to think about it. That is really key to your shot making. Butch Harmon, one of the best and most well-known teachers in the world on the golf swing, has said that there is a real difference between external focus and internal focus. He talked about the fact that if you spend all your time on the internal focus, focusing on your technique, that's where things go wrong in your swing and your results, as opposed to the external focus, which is really to think about your target and your visualization, where as a result your performance is much better. So think golf, not golf swing. Dr. Bob Rotella, extremely well-known and successful golf psychologist who's currently working with Rory McIlroy, has talked about getting out of your own way, quieting the mind, trusting your swing, and letting it happen. And then sixth, ensure that you do good post-round analysis, including writing down those key elements that have worked well and perhaps one or two elements that you want to go away and work on to get even better at. And that includes not just your skill and technique analysis, shot or round by round, but your mental process. How did you manage your mental process throughout the game, throughout the day, throughout that competition? So post-round analysis, which forms a critical basis for feeding into your practice plan and getting your practice system even more refined so that when you come back onto the course or into the game or into the competition, you're even sharper than before. Annika Sorenstam has spoken about the fact there's no shortcut to success, that you have to really work hard and that you have to be very disciplined and scheduled. So what are some of the key ways to achieve those goals and objectives? I'm going to mention very quickly 7 aspects which I will cover in subsequent clips in more detail. The first is visualize your best game, your best round, your best shot, your best competition. So use that visualization technique a lot, particularly before games, you're going to sleep, before the round the next day, before that competition the next day. Visualization techniques are critical. Secondly, practice and refine and improve ways to relax. So relaxation techniques, which I will go into and give you some examples of to try, is critical as a tool together with the visualization aspect and the ones to come shortly as a critical toolkit to help you achieve the objectives that I just outlined. Third, practice various breathing techniques, and I'll identify a few for you because breathing techniques are going to be key to help you relax, reduce tension, to smooth away stress, to focus on your shot and visualization, to zone out disturbances. Breathing techniques. Fourth, enhance your ability to focus on a single object. And the various techniques you can use, which I will identify, some of them, such as focusing on a single object and trying to do it for longer each time. The more you can focus in, the more then you take that technique with you onto the course and your ability to zone in. Fifth, practice centering. So centering techniques help you think about focus and balance. Practicing centering techniques is a fifth tool. Sixth, something in the psychology world that's known as perceptual positioning. So put yourself in a third-party position watching yourself so that you can see what you are doing from outside of yourself. Using video techniques will help you with that. So perceptual positioning, a sixth technique. Finally, do practice some desensitization techniques, something that Tiger Woods, his father, did to Tiger Woods a lot. So when there's noise around, actually practice how to desensitize yourself from the noise and disturbances. Desensitization techniques, together with the earlier 6 ones, will give you some very powerful tools to enable you to achieve some of those objectives I referred to of relaxation and focus and staying in the zone and carrying out your shot routines without disturbance. Trusting yourself, trusting your swing, trusting your instinct. So to wrap up, I put up above those 6 critical elements and 7 techniques to form a basis of a critical mental process and a mental plan. I'll be going into these elements in more depth in subsequent clips, and I hope you're excited by this process because as you refine and improve and adopt each one of these different aspects, your improved course management, your improved practice system, your improved techniques to relax, your confidence will significantly improve. Your ability to stay honed in will improve, and your ability to compete well and set yet higher expectations and goals will be easier and easier. I look forward to sharing some of these things with you. Think about these carefully, begin slowly, and start to think about all of these things that you can start to be part of your eventual golf toolkit for sustained and improved enjoyment and golf performance. Happy golfing. See you on the flip side.